All right, let's talk about something really cool today. We're going to dive into a tool called MyStoryBot. The promise here is pretty huge. It's designed to help anyone, and I mean anyone, from parents to teachers to someone who's just always wanted to write, create their very own, fully illustrated children's books.
You know that feeling, right? We've all been there. You get this little spark, this amazing idea for a story. Maybe it's about a shy dragon or a kid who builds a rocket ship out of cardboard. But then what? The thought of actually writing it, and especially illustrating it, it feels like this giant, impossible mountain to climb. And that's exactly the problem we're going to talk about.
So, here's our game plan. We'll start with that storyteller's dilemma. Then, I'll introduce you to your new AI creative partner. We'll explore the two main ways you can make a story, see what makes this tool so different, and then look at how you can polish your creation and send it out into the world. Ready? Let's do it. Okay, first up, let's really dig into that core challenge, the storyteller's dilemma.
And man, is that gap huge. It's the heart of the problem, really. You might be a great writer, but can't draw a stick figure to save your life. Or maybe you're an amazing artist, but putting a story together just isn't your thing. A good children's book needs both, and trying to bridge that gap is where so many incredible ideas just fizzle out.
But what if you didn't have to bridge that gap alone? What if you had a partner? And that brings us right to the solution. Let's meet your AI creation partner.
So what is MyStoryBot? Well, at its core, it's an AI platform that takes your ideas, your little sparks, and in just minutes generates a whole story. We're talking text, illustrations, even a cover. It's all designed to be completely child-friendly and, most importantly, to be a tool that empowers your creativity.
And this right here, this is probably the most important way to think about it. This isn't some machine that's here to replace you. No way. It's about working together. Think of it like a co-pilot. You're the one with the vision, the idea, the characters, the heart of the story. The AI is just your super talented partner who handles the technical bits of writing and drawing, so you can bring that vision to life.
Okay, so how does this whole co-creation thing actually work? Well, the platform gives you two really interesting and distinct ways to bring your story to life.
You can either start with words, a theme, a moral, some characters, or you can start with a picture and let the AI build a story around your art. Let's break down both of these paths.
Path A is probably what you'd expect. You have an idea you want to tell, so you give the AI the basics. A brave knight, a scaredy cat dragon, a quest for a magical donut. You can even give it a moral, like, it's okay to be different. Then the AI, which has been trained with input from child psychology experts, writes an age-appropriate story and generates all the art to go with it.
Okay, now this is a total game changer. With Path B, you can take a drawing, maybe one your kid made with crayons, and upload it. The AI actually looks at the art. It figures out the characters, the mood, what's going on, and then it writes a brand new story based on that drawing. And the best part, it then creates a whole book of illustrations that match the style of that original piece of art. You can literally turn a doodle on a napkin into a storybook. It's incredible. So we've seen the how. Now let's explore what makes this platform really stand out, because the world of AI tools is getting crowded pretty fast.
There are a few key things. First, the storytelling is actually focused on being good for kids. Then there's the visual consistency, which is a huge technical hurdle. Of course, that amazing drawing to storybook feature is unique. It even has an interactive mode where a reader's choices can change the story, and it pulls it all together with text, art, and audio for a full experience.
Let's zero in on this for a second, because it's a huge deal. Visual consistency. If you've ever played around with AI image tools, you know the struggle. You generate a character you love, but when you ask for another picture, they look totally different. MyStoryBot has cracked this code, making sure your hero looks like your hero on page 1, page 5, and page 10. That's absolutely crucial for a storybook to work.
So, the AI has done its thing, it's generated your first draft. Now what? Are you stuck with what it gave you? Absolutely not. This is where the partnership gets really good. You're in complete control. And get this, that first draft, the whole thing, text, illustrations, narration, can be generated in about 2 minutes. Think about that for a second. 2 minutes. You go from a simple sentence to a full storybook in less time than it takes to brew a pot of coffee. That insane speed gives you this incredible launchpad so you can spend your time on the fun part, making it perfect.
And from that launchpad, you're in the driver's seat. You can change the text on any page you want. You can tweak the art prompts. You could literally tell it, okay, now give the boy purple hair, or make this scene take place on a snowy mountain, and just regenerate the image. Once you've got it just right, you can share it with a special link, download a PDF to print it out, or have a super realistic AI voice narrate the whole thing.
And that really brings us full circle, doesn't it? After all the tech and all the features, it comes back to the most important person in this whole creative process. You.
When you have tools like this that just erase all the technical roadblocks, the only thing left standing in your way is your own imagination. So, are you going to make a bedtime story that stars your own kid as the hero? Are you finally going to write that book idea that's been bouncing around in your head for years? Or maybe you'll find a drawing and turn it into a magical adventure. The power is completely in your hands. So really, there's only one question left to ask. What story will you tell?